The American Red Cross is kicking off its annual Heroes campaign this month. Local campaign chair Sarah Schwartz and also development director Liz Wallace are here to tell us about this year's fundraiser. Ladies, first off, we think Heroes campaign, pretty self-explanatory, but what exactly is the program, Sarah?
Great. Thanks for asking. March is Red Cross Month, and so that's why we're taking and picking on our Heroes campaign, and it's a fundraiser for the local chapter to raise money to serve the needs of our local community. So individuals can give financially to that, and then also during the month we're focusing on first aid and trying to get people to take first aid classes also.
And Liz, you told us during the break how much the threshold is, how much you're hoping to raise. $75,000. How was that number come up with?
Well, last year's goal was $65,000, and we were able to make that goal. And this year we increased it partially because we knew we could make it, and partially because we are also a United Way campaign, a United Way agency. And since their goal wasn't met this last fall, we in turn need to increase our fundraising efforts to make up for the shortfall.
You guys obviously think it's possible, despite a down economy, to kind of raise more money, to raise awareness as well. You mentioned it earlier, Sarah, but ways that we can get involved very easily.
Well, as individuals, to donate to the local chapter, I mean, our community is very giving. They've given for like the Haiti disaster and probably for the Chilean disaster. But we also need to have money for our local community, so we're ready to respond in case we have an emergency. So we encourage people to follow our mission, which is to prepare for, prevent, and then be ready to respond to emergencies when they happen. So encouraging them to give financially to help us achieve this goal, to provide the services, but then also to look at themselves and to make sure they're Red Cross ready, knowing first aid, taking a CPR course, or having an emergency kit packed ready in case we have a tornado or some emergency.
And that sort of thing comes in handy as early as this year. Talk about the breakfast this morning and a gentleman that was recognized for his work.
Right. We had a kickoff this morning with our Heroes campaign and recognized an employee from MP Baker, two employees who had saved a life of their coworker by using Red Cross CPR. And both the victim or the person whose life was saved was there to say how much that meant, because he was here because they knew the CPR to save a life. And during that, they received a Certificate of Merit, which is the highest award they can receive from Red Cross for saving a life.
Boy, and you'll hear the hero and the person who was saved later on in the broadcast as well. Still to come, local doctors